Hello, students. My name is Hassan Imam, and today we are processing in the second lecture of CUT Prep. So, today in this lecture, we will talk about reading comprehension and its structure. So, before moving ahead, we should know about what is the meaning of reading comprehension and what is the structure of reading comprehension. So, whenever you try to solve the question of reading comprehension, it means you are trying to get the idea of the author. I mean, the actual meaning of reading comprehension is getting the idea of the author. So, in case of reading comprehension, I'll talk about some general technicalities and then I'll go with the CUT part. So, what if I talk about general technicalities? So, the reading comprehension can easy, it can be medium, and it can be hard. The passage can be easy, medium, and hard. Let us understand how. And what does it mean about easy, medium, and hard? So, the first thing that easy reading comprehension means the passage will be around 250 words, or so it will be around 250 words. And what does it mean about easy? Easy means the language you are familiar. What does it mean about the language you are familiar? It means what if you are the student of arts? So the arts related reading comprehension or the arts related passage will be easy for you, or the understanding of the arts passage will be easy for you. What if someone is for commerce background or someone has been in commerce? So related to management, related to commerce passage, it will be easy for some. सेम अगर मैं बात करूं हार्ड के लिए सो हार्ड मीन्स दैट द लैंग्वेज यू आर नॉट familiar. In case of that, what if you are the student of science and you are the getting passage related to literature? So it can become what? Hard, or the language you are not familiar. Fine. So what if there is a hard language or the hard passage? So the word length or the length of the passage will be around 350 to 500 and sometimes 500 plus. In case of reading comprehension, especially in CUET, so there will be 1 to 2 passages that will contain the word limit of 350 to 500 words and around 5 to 8 questions, and you will have to do in multiple choice questions. So you have to go with multiple choice options. So let us understand about the types of reading comprehension passages. So the type can be like here there is one thing which is mentioned: factual passage. So factual passage means the passage that contains some data such as years, dates, or event name. So it can be factual passage. And the type of questions that can be found or the type of passage that can be found in reading comprehension, especially in CUT, that will be inferential questions. So inferential reading comprehension means like what do you conclude? So after reading the passage, what you are getting the central idea, or what do you conclude? What is the outcome of the passage? So that means inferential based passage. And in CUT, especially in terms of reading comprehension, we can also get some questions based on vocabularies. and that is known as contextual vocabularies. And what will be the weightage of reading comprehension? The weightage of reading comprehension will be around 20 to 25% of English language or English section. Let us move further. So, by the end of this session, what is the learning objective of this session, or what we are going to learn after this session? So, the learners will be able to understand or able to like distinguish or find out some differences between a factual passage and the differences between a factual passage and a narrative passage. So, what does it mean about narrative? Narrative means a series of an event, a series of an event. So, here, one side is factual information, that's called factual based passages. I mean, the facts and figures based passages. Another can be narrative passages. So, narrative passages means I can say there will be a passage that will define about a series of an event. One more type of passage that you will understand in this lecture, or you will find out the difference between factual passage, inferential passage, and narrative passage. Along with after after this class, you will understand some technicalities. In fact, two technicalities of reading comprehension. One is scheming and scanning. So, what does it mean about scheming? So, scheming means you are reading the passage or you are just giving a glimpse, and after a glimpse you are trying to gather the main idea or the central point or the overview of the passage. And once you are done with the overview, and when you go with the second process, that that is called scanning. So scanning means that आप एग्जैक्ट लोकेशन को देख रहे हैं और आप एग्जैक्ट इंफॉर्मेशन को देख रहे हैं बेस्ड ऑन द क्वेश्चन. सो रीडिंग कंप्रीहेंशन में पहला जो जॉब होता है वो आपका पहला जॉब होता है स्कीमिंग. सो हाउ यू आर गेटिंग द इंफॉर्मेशन. वंस यू आर डन विद द बेसिक आइडिया ऑफ द पैसेज, आपका रोल क्या होगा? अकॉर्डिंग टू क्वेश्चन आपने स्कैनिंग शुरू किया. स्कैनिंग का मतलब क्या होता है कि आप सेम इंफॉर्मेशन को देख रहे हैं पैसेज में, जो कि क्वेश्चन स्टेम में मेंशन होता है कि आपने पैसेज में क्या देखना. दैट्स कॉल्ड स्कैनिंग. सो दिस टेक्निक इज नोन एज स्कीमिंग एंड स्कैनिंग टेक्निक. फाइन, लेट अस मूव फर्दर कि आप इस पर्टिकुलर वीडियो लेसन से आप क्या सीखेंगे. So you will understand, locate and extract key details quickly. So after this video lesson, आपको ये आइडिया लगेगा how to find out the exact location of the question, how to extract key details. I mean, while doing scheming or while scheming, you have to pick the keywords. कि वो कौन से keywords है जो आप कनेक्ट करेंगे क्वेश्चन स्टेम को ऑप्शन चॉइसेस को कनेक्ट करने के लिए. यानी आपने जब पैसेज को पढ़ा तो ऑप्शन चॉइस को चॉइसेस को कैसे लोकेट करेंगे वो आपको आसानी से इस वीडियो के बाद अंडरस्टैंडिंग हो जाएगा. एलिमिनेशन इनकरेक्ट ऑप्शंस इन मल्टीपल चॉइस क्वेश्चंस. देखिए, जितने भी कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम होते हैं ना, एक्चुअली इसमें आपका पहला रोल ये नहीं होता है कि आप डायरेक्ट अटैक करें करेक्ट आंसर पे, बल्कि आपका पहला रोल होता है कि आपने अटैक किया उन दो ऑप्शंस पे, या उन दो के बजाय तीन ऑप्शंस पे मैं कह सकता हूं, जो गलत है. सो आपका पहला अटैक क्या होगा? गलत आंसर को पिक करना, सच एज एलिमिनेट. दैट्स कॉल्ड एलिमिनेशन स्ट्रैटेजी. तो जब कभी भी सीयूटी की मैं बात करूं या फिर क्लैट की बात करूं, तो इसमें जनरली 4 ऑप्शंस होते हैं. 4 ऑप्शंस में से 2 ऑप्शंस हमेशा आउट ऑफ द स्कोप होगा. 2 ऑप्शन ऐसे होते हैं जो अपीलिंग होते हैं, जो राइट आंसर को क्या करता है? जस्टिफाई करता है. राइट. तो आपका पहला अटैक होना चाहिए वो 2 गलत आंसर पे, जो कि ऑप्शंस को या फिर उस दो ऑप्शंस को जो कि आंसर्स पे दूर दूर तक नहीं है, आप उस पे अटैक करिए। फिर फाइनली आप आइए वापस के तरफ जो राइट आंसर। ओके, आफ्टर दिस वीडियो लेसन आपको ये भी आइडिया लगेगा कि हाउ टू इंप्रूव एक्यूरेसी। बट आपका रीडिंग कॉम्प्रिहेंशन में पहला जॉब होना चाहिए टू वर्क ऑन like accuracy instead of focusing much on time management. So you need to work on accuracy and later on you can work on the time management. Clear? Let us move further and try to understand what is factual passes. What is the meaning of factual passes? So a piece of writing that presents verifiable facts, data, statistics and figures. यानी फैक्चुअल पैसेज वो पैसेज होते हैं जो डेटा की बात करते हैं या कुछ फैक्ट्स की बात करते हैं, या पैसेज में कुछ फिगर्स होंगे और कुछ स्टैटिक्स होंगे जो कि लाइक जनरल सेंस में बिल्कुल 100% फैक्ट होगा। और फैक्चुअल पैसेज में कुछ हिस्टोरिकल और कुछ साइंटिफिक इंफॉर्मेशन को कनेक्ट कर सकते हैं, कुछ बायोग्राफीज होंगे और कुछ रिपोर्ट्स होंगे जो डे टू डे फैक्ट्स एंड फिगर से कनेक्टेड होंगे। तो अगर आप फैक्चुअल पैसेज की बात करें तो सिंपली फैक्चुअल पैसेज मींस ऑल अबाउट समथिंग विच इज फैक्ट, समथिंग विच इज अ डाटा। गॉट इट फ्रेंड? गॉट इट स्टूडेंट्स? लेट अस मूव फर्दर। एग्जाम्पल ऑफ फैक्चुअल कंटेंट। सो वो जो कंटेंट होते हैं फैक्चुअल, वो किस दुनिया से लिए जाते हैं। तो आपको जो पैसेज मिल सकते हैं वो हो सकता है न्यूज रिपोर्ट्स, साइंटिफिक डिस्क्रिप्शंस, बायोग्राफीज एंड हिस्टोरिकल इवेंट्स और सीरीज ऑफ एक्शंस और हिस्टोरिकल अकाउंट्स। ये सारे के सारे फैक्चुअल पैसेज को जस्टिफाई करता है। लेट अस मूव फर्दर। जैसे कि मैंने बताया था कि व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ स्कीमिंग एंड स्कैनिंग। तो स्कीमिंग का मतलब होता है कि आपने सरसरी निगाहों से कुछ पढ़ा और आपने ट्राई किया कि कुछ क्लू और कुछ कीवर्ड्स पिक करने के लिए। और जब आप स्कैनिंग करते हैं तो आपने क्वेश्चन स्टेम पढ़ा और क्वेश्चन स्टेम के अकॉर्डिंग चॉइसेस को ध्यान में रखते हुए आपने कोई भी लोकेशन फाइंड आउट करना शुरू कर दिया, या जो भी लोकेशन है उसको आपने कनेक्ट करना शुरू कर दिया। दैट इज कॉल्ड स्कैनिंग। So scheming means getting idea in a very not brief, but it should be in a very fast manner कि आपने फटाफट इंफॉर्मेशन को गैदर कर लिया। स्कैनिंग का सेंस होता है कि जब आप रीड कर रहे हैं तो क्वेश्चन चॉइसेस को ध्यान में रखते हुए, सबसे पहले क्वेश्चन स्टेम को ध्यान में रखना है, फिर चॉइसेस को ध्यान में रखते हुए आपने लोकेशन फाइंड आउट करना शुरू कर दिया या फिर कीवर्ड फाइंड आउट शुरू करना, कीवर्ड find out शुरू कर दिया। It means that's called scanning. See here a definition of skimming. Skimming means a quick overview of the passage to get the main idea. So when you read the passage, it will be a quick overview, but your purpose is to pick the main idea of the author or the main idea of the passage, or what is the central point of the passage, why this passage has been written. Next, as I told you, scanning means to finding out the specific location or specific data. So looking for specific data, names, dates and numbers. That becomes scanning. Next is identifying keywords in questions. So this is the another step when you do something related to reading comprehension questions. So identifying keywords in questions. So once you start finding out the keywords such as dates, names, figures, definitions, so what you need to do that, you need to circle or underline the keywords or the information you are looking for in the passage according to the question. So keep on circling or keep on underlining the information or the keywords. Skimming for overview. So what is skimming for overview? What is the overview once you start doing skimming? So Skimming is for read the first sentence of every paragraph. So let me tell you, in reading comprehension, sometimes there may be one paragraph, there may be two paragraphs, there may be three paragraphs, and sometimes there may be more than three paragraphs. So here you need to know some technicalities of reading comprehension. So the first technicality is that what if I talk about there is one para in the reading comprehension part. So the first line or first half of the passage will be intro part. And you must be aware of that reading comprehension generally contains an intro, a body, and a conclusion. So the first part, the first sentence will be the intro part, the last sentence will be the conclusion, and body will be the middle part of the passage in case of one para. So you need to, while doing skimming, you need to read the first sentence and trying to understand the final meaning of the passage or the outcome of the passage, or trying to get the main idea or the theme of the passage, and don't get lost in details. It means when you read a passage, do not read something to collect 100% of the information. Because in case of reading comprehension, what if you are able to collect 30 to 40% of the information? It means you are able to get the right answer. I repeat, what if you are able to get 30 to 40% of the keywords or the information of the passage? You are going to get the right answer. Got it? So do not trap with entire information. Do not try to retain the whole information. Your job is to retain only 30 to 40% of the information. And what if you are able to do that? It means you are able to find out the right answer. Got it, students? Let's talk about scanning for specifics. So when you do scanning, तो यहां पे आप काम करते हैं अप्रोप्रिएट इंफॉर्मेशन को ढूंढना. यानी आपने पैसेज पढ़ा, क्वेश्चन स्टेम पढ़ा, और क्वेश्चन स्टेम के अकॉर्डिंग आपने जस्टिफाई किया कि व्हाट यू आर गोइंग टू लुक फॉर इन द पैसेज. So scanning for a specific means now you are going to pick the specific information. So read the question first, and based on the question stem, decide what you are going to find out in the passage. Okay, so in case of scanning for a specific means, you are going to pick names of the peoples, you are going to pick places, the names of the places, you are targeting dates, years, numbers, and percentages. Sometimes you need to focus on capitalized words or the word or the sentence that contains a specific capitalized or a capital word that may contain some crucial information. So whenever you do scanning, then scan the passage for the location of these keywords. So these keywords means names, dates, numbers, percentage, and use your pen to trace down the text. So while scanning, keep on highlighting the main point, and that will support you to find out the location whenever you will do the answers. Next, types of factual questions. So generally, types of factual question means direct fact. So direct fact means the question that will contain a direct fact or something which directly tells about the fact. Example, what year was the company founded? Now we are going to find out the establishment year. Now this is called direct fact. True false. True false means you can pick the example such as which of the following is not true according to passage. So true false means the information which is found suitable according to the passage, that can be called true, or the information which is not there in the passage, it can be false. So what if you are able to find out the right content? It will be true. What if the content is going against, I mean the question and the passage contain something contradictory information or against of the location or question and passage, it will be what? False. Next is data based. Data based means you can pick one example here, like how many units were sold in 2022. So here you have to talk about something exact figure. So this is known as data based. Next type of factual question is matching the information, right? Next, how to recognize question types related to factual reading comprehension part. So direct factual means the facts which are directly connected or which are directly stated in the passage, that can be called direct factual question type. Next is true, false, or accept. So what if I say which of the following is not true? It means it is related to true, false, or accept kind of question, or the type of question will be true, false, accept kind of question. Next is what you are looking for, such as who, what, when, where. So in this type of questions, you are finally identifying people, dates, and facts. Next is matching headings or information. So such as linking names with actions or etc. So you are trying to connect actions with the names. It means matching the heading part. Next, what sort of like common traps in factual based reading comprehension? So example, close but wrong. So some traps in factual based passage can be like close but wrong. Example, 1874 versus 1784. It seems like both the answers are correct, but actually it is a kind of a trap. So you need to double check before solving the question or before finalizing the answer. So what should be your job? Your job should be to go with some elimination strategies. Once you follow the elimination strategies, that will surely support you to pick the right one. Outside knowledge. Outside knowledge means in reading comprehension, as I told you that reading comprehension means, what is the meaning of reading comprehension? Getting the idea of the author. I can say that, like you have been a very good cricketer, or like a district player, or like a state player, or you are well aware of cricket, and the passage that you face in the exam is also related to cricket. So in this case, you are suggested to not pick your own previous information, not your pre-information, to justify the answer. What is your job? Your job is to pick the information only from the passage. So no imagination, no prior information, no previous information. In fact, none of your information will be used to justify the argument of the author. So you need to pick only the information which is there in the passage. So stick only to the passage information. So you are suggested not to pick any outside information to do reading comprehension questions. Got it, students? Let us go further. Inference disgust. So, inference means like skip this for factual focus. Inference means you are picking the conclusion of the passage. Okay. Next, absolute terms. So whenever there is all, always, never, sometimes, few, some, little, more, you need to check the options because these keywords or these markers may have some traps. So whenever you try to solve factual based questions, take care of the words like all, always, never, and etc. before finalizing the answer part.